What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Style Enthusiast video. Today we are going to be resealing and repainting my RE Amemiyas. These are what's on the docket for today. So I would show y'all disassembly, but disassembly honestly isn't that interesting. It's super easy to split 3-piece wheels, and majority of it is just cleaning. So that is why we are only doing assembly today. Luckily, this is, I would argue, to be the more fun part. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the materials we're going to be working with. We're going to be using just regular painter's tape. The paints, we're going to be starting with self-etching primer. It's very important that we use self-etching and not just a regular primer, because we want our paint to stick to the metal that we're not sanding. And then we got some metallic finish Rust-Oleum. This looked pretty cool when I was, in the Lowe's aisle. And then I found this in our cabinet. It's some wheel paint gloss clear. I do want it to be high temperature because like brakes and stuff are by the wheels, and you gotta have a high temp so it doesn't melt off. Specs on these wheels, they're 17 by 9.5 plus 42, 5 by 114. Next, what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to mask the areas that we don't want to get paint on around this outer part of the face. That's where the bolt holes are for the lips and barrels. I'm gonna go ahead and get these masked for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how I'm gonna hang these wheels up. This is the setup. Wire hangers on tree branches. Alright guys, so the primer has dried. I'm about to lay the first coat down of actual paint. We are ready for the last step. Our last step is wheel paint, gloss clear. Alright guys, so the clear coat has dried, and it is time for us to remove the masking tape, which is always the most fun part. If you're careful with how you do it, all in one motion. Goated? Guys, am I goated or no? I goated with the sauce right now, guys. Alright guys, so we have our lips and our barrels mated to our faces. I'm going to go ahead and throw all the bolts in off camera and get them snugged up. The next thing you're going to see is the torque sequence we have prepared. Alright guys, we got all the bolts in, and now it's time to put silicone on these wheels. However, before we do that, we need to put a masking tape around the circumference so we do not get excess silicone everywhere. Oh, put it face out for you. Alright.
So, what kind of silicone are we using?
GE all-purpose clear silicone. Honestly, I don't think it matters what you use. There's a bunch of different options.
Yeah, just make sure it's a silicone sealant.
And it's good on metal.
Yeah. Ooh, fancy.
Alright, so next we need to poke a hole through the tip to allow the silicone to come out. To do this, there's a helpful attachment on the caulk gun. I was scared because we were freaking wailing and we put it under a lot of stress. Now it's time to put silicone on. Alright guys, so you don't want to tighten all your bolts to your final torque sequence on your first go around. You want to torque them evenly and in a crisscross pattern across your whole wheel until you get to your final torque setting. So this one I already have tightened, so we'll go ahead and move across from it. We want to go like here probably. Seems good. Now it's time to move on to our final 20 foot-pound torque sequence. So, without further ado, alright guys, so once you've finished your crisscross pattern, you're going to want to do a circle pattern all the way around. I like to start at the hole for the valve stem because it's a good marker, and then just work around the wheel.
Switch.